France of the MXGP of Portugal. We have the winner with us, Jeffrey Allins from Honda HRC Petronas. Red plate and second on the podium, Lucas Konen from Red Bull K-Team Factory Racing, and Romain Febvre from Kawasaki Racing Team, third on the podium. I will start with you, Jeffrey. Of course, you won. And first of all, that was a great win. Pure racing as well. You had to push. What can you tell us from your seat overall this weekend, and how did you feel?
I felt like me and Lucas were basically roughly same speed all weekend. Like time record 0.06. Probably we were all motor battling. First motor, I just lost a lot of time with Ruben, with my teammate. I spent almost 15 minutes trying to pass him, and Lucas already had again. Made a small tip over, so we goes back in. But then again, I lost 10 seconds before I managed to pass Ruben. And by the time I got into second, I still worked my way back to 3 seconds. But you know, it's not that I go over speed on because of most. So second motor, I was straight into second. After one lap, I was into second. So I could follow him, and I felt like I was a bit fast at some points, but it was very difficult to find the line to pass because it wasn't that I was way faster. And then I found one spot where I could do it, and I had to just make sure I was going to pass him there. So I had to make sure he wouldn't cut behind or go around me. So I kind of stopped, blocked him, and then I tried to push a few laps, made a nice little gap, and managed to to win this race. GP under 17, I think. Moto in 221. So crazy stats by now, and something like almost 65 podiums or something. I don't even know all those counts. So it's quite getting impressive. Just shaking the titles have been far away, but it's been a nice weekend, and it was a pleasure battling the guys and looking forward to South Africa next weekend.
And how important were these first 2 laps in second race? You had to push, you had to keep contact with Lucas. As you mentioned, the first race wasn't like that. How important are these first 2 laps really?
Yeah, once you give them 5 seconds, then it's going to be a tough thing. I also know for myself, when I have 5 seconds, I can start controlling the race and see where my competition is. But when somebody's up my arse and you hear them left, right, even though I barely make a mistake as well, but I'm more stressed than when I have that little gap and I can possibly make a mistake or anything like that. So it was, once again, it was a good race, good battling, and pumped it on my weekend. I think we passed the midway of the season now. So keep going for wins, keep going for podiums, and keep doing my best.
I have one more question. We spoke a lot about you changing, going to Honda and things like this, and you've proven to be successful. On the personal side, what can you tell us about how do you approach changing bikes in your training, in the bike, in a team? Did you change anything going forward with your new team?
At KTM, I felt like more and more of the good people were leaving, and I felt like if I'm not on the Carly team, I wouldn't be able to win. For me personally, I believe their bike is really good, and you saw everyone who's on that bike, from Caroli to Prado to Lucas, take unbelievable starts in both classes. You saw with Langerfeld last year winning the championship, this year starting. I think if you're KTM, you have to be on that team to be. I think that's their best team, and I wasn't on that team, and also I was looking for a change. I love the people I was working with, but a lot of good people left within the team, and I just felt like a change was needed. And if I had to do it, I had to do it then, because I'm getting 32, unfortunately, in 2 or 3 months. So I'm not remaining 18. So I had to do it now, and I'm glad I did it. Is the bike much better? I mean, they're both good. The KTM is a great bike, the Honda is a great bike, but it's just a fresh wind, a fresh group of people to work with, and new adventure.
Thank you very much, Jeff, and congrats for your win. Luca. Here we go with Luca. It seems like you pretty much had all the answers this weekend, except in race 2. Overall, it's really good points, and you're fighting for the championship. So, what positive can you take from this weekend?
The key is to be smart, So I think I did the best weekend I could do to win the quali mono and first mono. So I didn't lose points. I gained 1, and moto 1 I felt like I was riding pretty good, and then I had the tip over with the bank, and then I left them back to my wheel, and then gotta push it back. So I felt great in Moto 1 and Moto 2. I was trying just to control it. I knew Jeffrey wanted to win, you know, and he needs to. So no, I felt like I was being smart and not really push it. And at one moment I made that mistake, didn't jump the triple. I felt it was getting close, and I was at 8 waiting for him to go on the inside. So I slowed down, but then he went really close, you know. So I gotta stop, otherwise I was on my ear. But that's what we love, you know, good racing, and then I can also start to push also a little bit. But no, it's good. Second overall, came 1 point, so I gotta keep pushing and be consistent.
Thank you. And moving forward to South Africa, the third GP after 3 weeks, it's going to be tough. What do you expect?
Enjoy.
Enjoy it. Thank you very much, Luca. Roman, you had to push the whole race in race 2 to make sure to keep pressure on Team Geyser. Overall, you had the speed, you were there, and you're back on the podium. What can you tell us overall about your feeling on the bike this weekend?
Yeah, I felt pretty good straight away from Saturday. Finally, it's good to have a nice track with a lot of grip, nice jump, and then for 2 years in a row it was a muddy one. So I was glad just to have a good weekend like this. I was just enjoying much more riding, and I felt. Yeah, I make a small step. The two on the front, honestly, they are faster almost every session. So it's hard, but I'm there. I try to close the gap every time. It's not just on one weekend that you can just. It's not happening. It's not like this. It's when you dream, you can do that, but it's hard. So I need to work and. But I'm getting there. I'm happy. 2 times third. Finally to have 2 good motos. Even like you said, the second start. I was not good, and then I was quite far, and I saw Geyser. He was pretty far on the front. So I thought now I need to go and I need to make pass quick, because otherwise I will not catch him. So it's what I did, and I'm really happy. So my riding was not bad, and even second moto coming through the pack, the 2 guys on the front, they was not so far as the first moto, so my riding was better. It's good weekend.
And moving forward, we're going to South Africa. Altitude, which is going to be pretty high. What change do you expect to do in terms of setting and everything? Mainly for the starts, it's going to be different.
Like always, it's for everybody like this. When we're in altitude, we need to find a good combination with the bike to start. Like on the track, it's never a big issue. Actually, it's more easy to ride the bike when it's not so powerful. So for me, like on the track will be good, but on the start we will figure out something for sure. It's a little bit like Mexico, like the same altitude as Mexico. So. We'll see. But for sure, it's the first time that we are going there, so it will be a little bit, let's say, not a surprise, but it will be the same difficulty for everybody. So let's see.
Thank you very much, Roman. You have a question?
All right. So my first question is for you, Roman. So you're 35 right now, but you started your career maybe later.
34. Please. It's already a big number.
I'm sorry. What I'm just thinking is, like, how many years do you think you're gonna still be at the MXGP level?
I don't know.
You haven't decided
Maybe it's
yet.
my last one.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay. So my next question is for Jeffrey. So at the second race, you were in second place quite quickly, and you were trailing Lucas. And I want to know, at what point did you feel like, you know what, I got a chance at it, and at what point did you sort of plan to make your pass?
Yesterday, I knew I had a chance because I managed to stay with him. There were some tracks, for example, like in Frauenfeld in Switzerland. I was behind him second motor, and he just bye-bye. Couldn't stay with him, but yesterday I felt like I had a chance. And same today, and also after first moto, our speed, once we were both riding alone, we were quite similar, and I could slightly close in, but you never know how much he was pushing at the time. And yeah, that second moto I was following quite easy, but you know I hate riding not clean because I've had a lot of injuries in the past, and if somebody would do that to me, I don't like it either. So I try to treat people like I would like to get treated. And yeah, so I made sure I passed him. I didn't have an auto chance to block him, but I know it was maybe it was going 2 kilometers an hour, so it was very safe because I would never want to bring anyone in danger. And yeah, I just knew from that one could have a chance, but just waiting to find the right spot to go and do so because he was having good lines. He's almost always having good lines, so it's difficult sometimes to pass.
All right, thank you. And then my last question is for you, Lucas. So Jeffrey passed you like about halfway through the race. At what point, like in the back of your mind, sort of like the championship came into play?
I mean, I knew I wanted Moto 1, so it was the important thing, and knew Jeffrey wanted to win. He's getting his stats on a high note, you know, he's breaking me every time more and more, but I don't really care about my stats. I just want to be smart, and with the team we're doing a good job, and yeah, that's the key. I'm young, so I got to learn, and I can learn from the best, so that's the main thing.
Well, thank you very much for the three of you, and we're gonna ask you to stand up for a group photo, please. And we will continue with the MX2 press conference just after that. Okay, we are going to start the MX2 press conference of the MX of Portugal. We have the winner today, Guillaume Fares from Triumph Racing Factory. Second on the podium, Yanis Reisoulis from Monster Energy, Yamaha Factory MX2. And Sasha Konen from Red Bull K-Team Factory Racing, third on the podium and the plate. We'll start with, first of all, with you, Guillaume. I mean, what a GP 1-1-1, that was like a 1-1-1 free race win. What a feeling I guess it must be to finally made it like this and wait for the championship as well. You ride very well today and yesterday. How do you feel overall about this weekend?
I feel great. It's always really nice to get a perfect weekend. My first ever perfect weekend, so it's great. Portugal GP is also special for me. It's close to Spain, so I have my family here and a bunch of friends. So yeah, no, it was a great weekend overall. It feels nice to go into a GP and knowing that we have a good base setup and I haven't changed a thing the whole weekend. So yeah, that gives me a lot of extra confidence when riding.
And you seem to have, like, as you said, the support of a lot of Spanish fans, your family, and a lot of Portuguese as well. How enjoyable it is to race these kind of GPs?
Yeah, it's lovely. I mean, yeah, it's nice to get my family to come to some races. Also, some friends showed up as a surprise. So, no, great weekend, and it's always nice to do it in front of the people you love.
Have you ever feel ever better on the bike than you are on this one?
I've been feeling great on the bike. I mean, we did a lot of work this winter, and yeah, I mean, for some reason I missed sand testing. We had a little bit of a delay, and I had to do it right before Riola. But yeah, for Riola we also had a good setup, and every time when I ride the hardpack track like Turcental, Montevarchi last weekend, I think I haven't touched a single clicker in the whole year maybe. So that's great. Just getting to focus on my riding and my lines, and you know, it's awesome.
And you seem to have like nearly Montevarchi. You seem a bit annoyed because you didn't win. How important it is now to move forward to say like you can do it, you can win, and let's say carry on the momentum really.
The most important is not winning every weekend. It's just being. Everything is easy on your good days. On the bad days, it's when the real champion shows up. You have to minimize those bad days. And yeah, I was just a little bit mad last weekend in Montevarchi because I felt like I could have battled again up front, and I made a mistake in the first lap. I went down, and yeah, I ruined my chances. I was just mad about that.
Well, thank you very much, Guillaume, and congratulations for this win.
Thank you.
Yanis, Congratulations for your first podium. You've been knocking on the door the last couple of months. Your start were there, and this weekend you really clicked. You kept pushing forward and you kept riding at the front with them. How happy are you, and how did you feel overall this weekend?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, actually I was feeling very calm this weekend. I don't know, maybe just because the last two races were not how I really wanted, so I was, in my head I really had like, there's nothing to lose, I'm just going to go for it. And yeah, I think two quite good starts helped me, and yeah, first laps could held up with the game, but yeah, I was feeling really also good in the track, a nice flow, and it was just keeping it in control.
And how did you find the coming up? It's your rookie year. You managed to get your first podium, which is great. But how did you find the intensity running at the front, which you did a lot this year already?
Yeah, it's actually really different than in European, because when in European maybe you can, let's say, relax a bit in the end of the moto because no one's really pushing anymore. Then in MX2 class, in the end of the moto, the intensity is even sometimes higher than in the beginning, and that's what I've been, I think, losing in the beginning of the season. But I already improved, I think, this weekend. So yeah, I'm slowly getting into this class.
Do you think it's important to be riding at the front to get this experience, getting like being pushed by the other riders as well to get there in the end?
Yeah, of course. If you don't get a good start, then you're already like 20 seconds behind the leader in the second or third lap. So yeah, starts are very important in MX2, and yeah, it was this weekend gave me a lot of experience, keeping up in the front, also in the last laps, pushing. So yeah.
Well, thank you very much, and congrats for your first podium.
Thank you.
Sasha, except the first crash you did in race one, you rode really well, and in the end, it's all about the championship, as we mentioned earlier. How did you feel overall?
Yeah, first moto started not too bad. I was in third, and yeah, I tried to make the pass on second. I did the first one, the second one didn't go really good, so I went off, and yeah, I came back from last to 2.6. Was quite difficult because the track was quite wet and slippery, so you couldn't make a mistake or something because it was really fast for everyone. But yeah, I came back 6th. I took some good points, and yeah, second moto took a not too bad start. Stayed in third quite long, and yeah, then made the move on for second place and tried to come back, but Guillaume was fast, so I couldn't really catch him, and yeah, finished second. So third overall was not really bad for a bad weekend, let's say.
And do you think this track didn't suit you in a sense because it's a bit slippery and you often ride at the limit often? Do you think that played a part in it as well?
Not so much. I was just struggling a bit with the front sometimes, but yeah, it's like it is. Let's say I cannot like every track, but yeah, was not too bad. Let's say.
Okay, thank you very much, Sasha. Do you have any question? Yeah.
So let's start with you for the first question. So my question is, in the first race, I mean, obviously you had the crash, so you had to come through the pack. And I want to know your opinion, like how well is this track passable? Did you find any problems when going through the pack? Because you went from ways back to 6, so that's good. But like, how does it race?
Yeah, it was kind of difficult, let's say, because it was quite wet. You had more one night, but yeah, when you needed to do a pass, you really needed to go for it and yeah, push with the other ones. But was still okay. It was not a track really difficult to pass, but yeah, it was not easy, let's say, for me.
So my second question, is for Guillaume. We're today in Portugal, and apart from taking 2 whole shots, I feel like it's safe to say you were the quickest guy today. So is this something you're used to track-wise? Is that you felt comfortable, you felt at home here?
Not really. I like more when we have deep ruts and stuff. But yeah, I've been feeling great. Last week I was also pretty fast in Montevarchi, and there was no ruts. So yeah, I'm just trying to be fast in every surface. That's the goal.
All right, thank you. And then my last question is for Yanis. So and it's kind of track related anyway, but you're Latvian. They're not known for their hardback tracks, and for some reason you're really good here. So what was it you guess about the track that really suits your style?
Yeah, actually, I think Latvians are good normally in all kinds of terrains, because in Latvia you have a lot more hardback tracks similar to this one, than really sandy ones. But yeah, I really like the conditions today. Maybe a bit too muddy for me in the first laps, but yeah, to fight a little bit with the bike to keep myself on two wheels and at the same time push to the front. But yeah, I think the track was really nice. Was some more options, especially towards the end of the race, and yeah, it was really a track to enjoy.
Thank you very much. I want to thank all of you guys, and we'll see you in a week in South Africa. And yeah, we can do a photo together. And thank you for coming.